Hello, this is the Grinning Viking. Sorry for the cut there. Life finds a way to be more distracting than YouTube, let's be honest. Today we are filming in front of a live studio audience. So if you hear any heckling, that is my lovely girlfriend, or my best friend. Two separate people. It's not one person heckling me twice as hard, it's two people. One person could not possibly heckle this much. If there's random giggling, high-pitched girlish giggling, they're making funny faces at me, and I can't always help it. Let's get on with it, okay? Last time I cut, I had just died horribly, gone through character creation, said I was going to show y'all a way to get an awesome item that you just couldn't wander into randomly. And then I decided to deliver a tomb colonist to Venderbite while having the mysterious stranger quality. Because I am truly mysterious. Ah, yes. And that is where we are today. Indeed. Anyways. The trouble with tomb colonists. Now what happens? Watch carefully. Something is happening to the man in the bandages. He sighs, he groans, he clutches his chest. Oh man. I hope this isn't going somewhere strange. A soft explosion. It might be going somewhere strange. His bandages burst. Frost moths clamber from the tatters. Nothing of him remains. The frost moths, icy wings shining, take to the air, spiral and dissipate, are gone. He won't pay for his passage now. At least he's left his belongings for sale. You know, it's a pretty good outcome. I got some nice stuff out of that. If you don't want to mess around with the quest for the different backgrounds you can have, you just come over here with a mysterious stranger, do this, be done. Get a nice reward for it. And immediately unlock the last tour operator quest without messing about with it. It's pretty good though. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Hopefully it didn't interrupt recording. I needed to put up my timer quick because, you know, people are waiting to watch shows and they're very patient. I figured I'd give this half an hour with y'all today and enjoy my time talking to you, my wonderful audience. Not get heckled too much by the studio audience here today. Oh yes. So what are we actually doing? Well, let's sail up off the north of the map. It's tradition, right? Me sailing to certain doom for no real actual reason. Except I enjoy doing it. Well, it gets out of the way. You gotta sail off the north of the map eventually, right? And sometimes it's a shortcut to a cool place with cool items. Oh yes. The main thing we're going to be doing though, once we get a little bit of money, is delivering Sphinx Stone. Oop, light, no! It saw me. Run away! Run away! I'm making all this commentary. Nobody here can see my screen. So y'all know something's chasing me at home over there. People actually are with me. For all they know, I could be staring at a blank screen, talking into this microphone. Could not actually be on. I'm a very strange person. It could happen someday. Actually, the first round of recording I did was really great. I had so much fun. And you never actually saw that round of recording because the microphone was accidentally turned off. Oh yes. It was nice to get a little practice in now and kind of be loosened up before I actually started. It's always so like, how could I forget to turn it on? Oh no. Why didn't I do a sound check? Sound checks are funny. Maybe I'll leave in the sound check this time. You heard me being a doof at the start of this, I did. If not, I decided it was far too embarrassing, and I'll shove it in at the end of the episode. It's a special bonus instead. And we've been with her before. We'll just go through this quick. Explore the town. Oh, we got Storm's attention. The wind speaks. You fall into a reverie as you wander the shore. There are words in the wind, a story of sorts, of a gate in the north, of a pale light that began there, of a drowned light that will end there, of a high wilderness that other ships may sail. You lift your eyes. On the wall of a salt works, someone has scrawled, "Is there a sea more sunless?" Interesting. This game is so bizarre sometimes. It's nice though. We'll get a quick boost to our Tales of Horror by selling some supplies that we need badly. Certainly much more than Tales of Horror, but who cares about reason or logic? What are those things? I certainly don't know. Let's sail off the north of the map into the icy nowhere between, well, nothing and nothing else really. Beyond the edge of the world. Let's take it slow. Make sure we have a special event waiting. Because if we sail off the top of the map without a special event waiting, it can actually outright kill us from time to time. This is a nice precaution against that. So take it slow, edge up. So take it smooth. Don't rush things. Gotta be sure about this. Make sure the moment's right. Stop for a minute if you need to, it's fine. No one will judge. There we go. Okay. Ooh, the high gate! Woot woot! It took us to the right place this time. You huff and fumble your way through darkness. The stokers labor below, as in an old sick dream. Fuel evaporates, sailors sip into statues. Safety? This is not a good place to be, but at least it is a place. The high gate. The one-way north. For a while there, you were somewhere beyond places. Perhaps you've survived. 0 supplies, only 1 fuel left. But you have a horizon. To a vast wing-shaped guarded gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It's a deep gaunt. We've been here once before, right? I don't remember actually, so I'll read this. We'll be a gentleman about it. It's a deep gaunt, the color that remains when all the colors have been eaten. Ice crust over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes. Falls tinkling and charged in the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. Press without effort through your bridgecoat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. And since we have our beginner's luck, new captain, we'll activate it here. And as long as you have that, you can sail right off the edge of the map. You're going to be fine. So make sure you have at least 9 people, because half, round it down, are going to get killed, and you want to be able to go full speed back home, because your supplies and your sanity are not going to be good after that. It's a very stupid thing to do. Oh, and we didn't get the super special result. We got the casket of sapphires you can get. But we also got fuel and supplies, so definitely make it possible to get home, no problem. Gather intelligence. And since we're here, we will use our fragments to grab a hunter's eye. This is going to get us a nice result. Heading back towards fallen London. How far away are we? Oh man. Oh man. Slightly farther than normal. How much fuel do we have? Oh jeez. Ooh. Not that much fuel, huh? Let's turn off our light. This will play heck with our sanity, but you know, there's gonna be something between us and there. As long as we veer kind of south first. Maybe just sort of... want to turn in that Hunter's Eye and Vanderbilt. Oh, and the Chapel of Lights is here, so we can at least stop in there, because why not? Keyboard, keep working. Thank you. Very dangerous place to lose control of your ship. The mountain that walks, Mount Palmerston, maybe around here, poking its head up, waiting to do horrible, horrible things to me, as it almost did the last time I ran into it. So afraid of that thing. It's so stupid to be up near the Chapel of Lights when you can't really afford to boost out super safely. Oh, Nuncio! Nuncio will get us out of this mess. We can buy fuel and supplies there. And you get really nice story and rewards there. I'll actually show you a little bit of a way to abuse the heck out of Nuncio to get stuff done that's super difficult if you don't. And we'll eat the Chapel's bounty. We did this before, right? Yeah, we definitely did this before. If we didn't do this before, it's Chapel of Lights. Candlelit everywhere, but with the worshippers hiding back in the shadows. And you can eat as much as you want there. Other rich red foods, but you can't take any with you. And if you just sort of pound in this for a minute here, you can get a rare result that will make it easier to do certain things in the future. Yep. I'll read this one since I tried for it this time. Rich and red. They have shark steaks, plucked from the sea, thin slices of cavern tuna, translucent and delicate as paper, little crimson flakes flavored with cinnamon coated with poppy seeds, deviled pork kidneys on crusted bread. Gorge yourself, leave with the juices dripping from your chin. And we've gained a menace unaccountably peckish, which I'm sure has nothing to do with anything, really. But, hey, you know? I wish I had some nightmare strength. We could turn this in now. And if you show the scar you get to the caretaker at Vanderbilt, it counts as one of the rarer colors. But, you know, this is good enough for now. We'll get our butts out of here. There's not a lot of time left in the recording, but we gotta make the most of our time together. Oh, yes. You know, if you're over there making sad noises, you can come here and snuggle me while I'm recording for YouTube. There's not an actual camera here. No one will ever know. I mean, I'm going to comment on it, but nobody knows who you are, so they won't know that you're snuggling me, certainly. That's my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend making cat noises in the background. And not snuggling me. I need to stay here with a microphone. But you can come to the snuggles, you know. The snuggles will come to you in about 10 minutes if you don't. Oh, yes. The snuggles. Viking snuggles. Sorry, I'm hamming it up for YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. My special lady comes first. Oh, yes. I wonder if this is obnoxious to listen to. We're pretty obnoxious. It's one of our better qualities. Yeah, I didn't always used to be in such a good life situation. I spent some times alone. I spent some times with people who I was with just not to be alone. And it's easy to say you should never do that when you're in a happy relationship. I remember what it's like. All I can say for any single people out there is be true to yourself. Be honest with who you are. You'll be single twice as long before not being single, but you might actually have a chance of working out and being awesome. Oh, I forgot about Nuncio. Next, Pigmote Isle. Nuncio is the longest-winded of all the quests. It's very deep and rich and atmospheric. Adds to the story. Don't feel I can do it the justice it deserves to be done. One around here. So I'm going to show you just sort of how to abuse the hay out in Nuncio to get cool stuff that helps you out a lot. And then, next time I'm going to actually go through the quest. I'm going to finish and win the quest, even though I don't have the supplies for it. I'll show you how to do that next time. But for now, I'll show you just sort of general cool uses for the place. You don't want to assemble a port report until you finish the main story, because you get a free bonus thing every port report you get here, if you finish the main story up. There's a couple different ways you can do that, but mostly it's just going all the way through the storyline, not stop until you're done. And you don't have to wait for new events to make that happen. So you should, like, all the best rewards are at the end of the quest lines. If you have the option to click more, if clicking on something again keeps adding to a number, do it. But you'll get good stuff for it, and there's a chance that's how you get some of the rarest items in the game. Especially for locations you have to wait for someone to be waiting here in port and come back. At the moment, we only have 1.5 things of fuel, so that's expensive. We'll go up to 6. And that leaves us some bonus for if we need to buy anything in the future. We can eat one of our crew members if we really need to. We don't want to because that'll slow us down. But we'll hold off on supplies for now because of that. We can also still eat our sausage, our fuzzy sausage. So that'll help. We'll definitely be able to get back without running out of food. We need to keep an eye on your sanity though, especially with this place. That's about to finish the quest. Okay, so we're going to explore along the beach. The thing about Nuncio is, before you take the events you can get, Nuncio Beach, you can see the description tied to those events. Rescue a dripping parcel. Dripping is probably seawater. Probably. There's only one dripping parcel. It doesn't turn into something else sometimes. Like there's one ticking parcel that you'd think would be a bomb because it's ticking, but it's always a clock. No matter when you pick it up, and the clock is always a outlandish artifact. The dripping parcel, I think, is just fragments. There's a soggy parcel that has 20 drowning pearls in it, and that's the best result you can get here. But, and here's the thing, knowing what's in the different parcels and which ones to get and which ones to avoid. For example, never pick up the meowing one, because a feral cat will come out and attack you and run away, and you won't get anything except tear. Who wants tear? There's also another semi-rare, you need a port thing waiting for you that you can get in here. And we're actually going to go and advance the story enough to get that now, and I'll show you something. Nuncio. Attack and functionaries, walk the docks, in uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rat's eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Go to the postmaster's tavern. The Inky Blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Or we can explore along the beach. Which we did just click on that to see the washed up parcel there. And let's go back to the beach for a second. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. And since we're here, we don't want the dripping parcel, I'm pretty sure. At least not yet. You can argue with a man holding a broom. Determined, shoving ladders into the sea. She keeps shoving them back. You can assist him. Of course we'll assist him, we're cool dudes. Surprisingly soothing. In the long term, what you're doing won't make the slightest bit of difference. Every sodden bit of paper you fling out to sea will come back in a few hours. But for now, you manage to clear a little patch of shore. A few feet on each side. The stones are bare, as they should be. The companion turns his head towards the sound of your work and gives you a little nod. And we've learned a little bit about this place. And we can study the odd currents here. 30% chance of success. But we can just keep clicking it. It doesn't give us anything, but we can keep clicking on it. Just for a bit of flavor text. You make a complete circuit of the island. The whole shoreline is alike, all covered in debris, all of it washing steadily inland from every direction. Not the work of some directional current. It's more as though the whole underzee was draining into Nuncio. Except, of course, the force did not affect your ship when you came this way. It does not stop ships from leaving. Evidently, it works only on the post. So this is where Lost Post and Lost Postman come. And we'll go to the Postmaster's Tavern. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. We can listen in and post up all tales. Ask why local currency consists of rats. Ask why the hairless postman is hairless. Ask about the big statue in the center of the island. And ask why letters wash ashore. This one will do because it's unlocked with something, and that'll give us a bit of a reward. 10 fragment. A little bit of knowledge. The pull. It's the pull, I tell you. Dead letters are like so many iron fillings drawn to Nuncio. See for yourself, suggests the hairless postwoman. Go down to the shore, collect a bunch of what's washed there, and you'll feel it soon enough. Saves time for the rest of us, says another voice. Apparently, the beach scavenging is a civic duty hereabouts, like working in the dead letter office. And we can actually go to the dead letter office now, and we'll skip a lot of the flavor text for the time being. Next time we come back and do this, I'll go through all this. All they really do is, some of them increment your liked counter, some of them decrement their liked counter. You can ask why the postman came here as well, because of our knowledge. That's why they came here. You don't get an impression they're making a holiday of it. What do we need? Oh, we only need friendship with postman 1 for that, because of our knowledge. Let's make them dislike us a little bit. Let's try to keep our friendship down for a tiny bit, see if it'll give us more opportunities. That's why the hairless postman is hairless. Legacy of some interesting explosive package, maybe? Opa. No, she says. Curt, not pleased that you asked. Still had eyebrows when I came to Nuncio. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postwoman is still glaring at you. We don't want to be hated or anything, so that's enough. We'll click on this. All unhappy postmen are like... This is from asking why they came here. Their stories have different beginnings, boredom, frustration, a fellow who is overwhelmed by guilt after misdelivery, but they always end the same way. Undeliverable letters and parcels accumulating over months and years, attempts to ignore the undeliverable, to shove it into a desk or carry it in the bottom of a bag, an increasing preoccupation with these items, finally a decision to meet the compulsion to go to Nuncio and be rid at last of the remnants. The postmen do not bring dead letters to Nuncio. The letters bring the postman. It's a little more liked. Virgin Postal Secrets quality is now 3. Interview with postman. And we'll click on this again, just get it down to 1. I've never tried to keep friendship low while learning more secrets. And because we learned about the dead letter office, we can visit it now. Try shift at the dead letter office. There's a sign of a cancel stamp over the door. Extensive tour. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where those retrieving letters may state their business. A much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spend time in the water before they arrive here. In the back room is a machine manned, ratted, by a postal rat. A rat is fab in a pinstriped hat. Shovels sludge damp letters into the machine's hopper, and they come out dried, cleaned, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality of paper. We can do all sorts of things. We can converse with the postal rat, or we can always pick up a parcel in here. You can always find a random parcel on the shore. And you can always tell what they are ahead of time. So you can always make sure to pick the one that's positive, right? And since we've unlocked this, we can actually I've never manned the collections window because I've always been so high up when I came in here. But paying for a parcel of postage fuel gets you a little bit of a advantage. I don't remember exactly what it does. This is definitely a positive one. It's worth the money. Manning the collection window. I'm gonna try this just for y'all. Then I'll show you what you do to sort of abuse this, and then I'll wrap it up for this session, and I'll show you how to finish off the entire quest in this without any of the items you'd normally need. That'll be pretty cool. And the collection window. We got unlucky, but we still got an intriguing snippet. Tick-tock. Hours pass without anyone turning up the trouble or solitude. There's nothing to do other than read a postal instruction manual. You know that in recent stamps, a slight blemish on the Empress's crown marks where legitimate stamp press was damaged by a revolutionary bomb. The absence of this blemish indicates forgery and requires that the letter be returned to its sender. Delivery of a letter that should not be delivered is a postal misdemeanor. Perishable by the docking of wages, assuming, of course, that anyone ever finds out about it, which seems exceptionally unlikely. That's not really that intriguing a snippet. No, come on, game. That's inappropriate. Well, that did use up an event that's waiting for us. Here's the thing about Nuncio. You could sail away from Nuncio and go do other things and come back and eventually get another parcel or whatever. You could just, find a nice book. Sort of, kind of sit here a little bit. Go and read something, watch a show in the background, wait for the little icon to pop up again, which takes like 60 seconds. Ugh. It's way too long to sit here on camera. But I'm going to do that off camera and just record like some of the outcomes and what you get from them, and let you know what some of the best ones are next time we come back. I'll show you how to finish up this awesome quest in this. That's it from me, Grinning Viking, for today. My best friend, who you may have heard sneezing. It's a sign of respect in their culture, I assure you. Deep and abiding respect for a YouTube audience. Remember to like if you like me and think I'm awesome. Dislike if that sneezing was a little bit over the top. And obviously, it's nothing to do with me. I'm so awesome. And as always, let me know if there's something you like or dislike, and I'll try to fix it. Next time, though, we'll show you how to use the heck out of Nuncio. Actually, already got another event. So now, if we go to the beach, see, parcel that won't stop meowing. Never pick up the meowing parcel. It's full of a cat that's a dick. It's full of dick cat. Dick cat. But if we go to the dead letter office... Hey, come on. Come on. An event popped up. Come on, an event popped up. I'm showing what I was talking about. So it came up anyways, and then I'm going to be done. Come on. Come on. Okay, and here we go. In here, we could work in the collections window again. Or we can lay claim to a parcel at Clinks, which I know is a really good one. And have a look at this. Again, outlandish artifact. Lost 5 tear. I could read the description, but my friend might sass me for it. So that's going to be it from me for today. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now. From me, Grin the Viking. Ha 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 ha. Have to do a sound check by sticking this large red bulbous thing in my mouth. Oh. That wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.